Oh shit, man. Guys, welcome back to another episode. I told you I was gonna start to film a lot more often, so this is me filming. Welcome back to the channel, Chris Mo Speaks. It is actually my ATM day, Thursday, so things are like all over the place today because one, I gotta pick up a friend from the airport. Two, my partner in the ATM business had to drop off the money yesterday, so today I'm kind of like on a weird schedule. So in my mind I'm kind of like thinking, okay, should I go there? But if I go there, do I have enough time to go here? Like, running this ATM business at this level where like you have over 50 machines, you got to be really diligent on like time and travel. That's why I'm kind of like, I don't know whether I want more machines, because I'm kind of like, I wouldn't say capped. And really, the whole thing about like my ATM stuff is that sometimes things pop up and like shit happens. Like, I have two routes, right? So I have a whole entire route in like Ventura. So this is kind of like what it looks like for the day. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 6, 7 machines plus another stop to pay somebody. Then I have to go pick up my friend at LAX and then fill up my other locations that I have in LA. So I'm like really juicing on time. Hopefully I make it on time to LAX by 1 o'clock. But like things like this slow me down. Like, I just stopped at my first location and this machine was just not updating when I put in the money. So I had to turn off the machine, turn it back on. And these are little things that people don't realize, like, hey, your time is very valuable. You don't have too much time to do everything in the world, but you gotta just like keep on pushing through. So I'm on my way to the next location, so I'm gonna do a whole big wraparound because I had to go back to LA. So hopefully I'm planning on loading all these machines. I got 7 machines that I gotta load up real quick here in Ventura, and then hopefully we can make it to LAX. So let's go. Yo, so I actually had to make a freaking pit stop in Calabasas because I ran out of gas. Honestly, I don't even know how the fuck I'm doing it right now, but we finished the route in Ventura. Now we're on our way to go pick up my friend at LAX. I already texted him that I'm gonna be late, so I'm not gonna be able to make it at like fucking 2. He actually landed like, I think 30 minutes ago. So we need to find a bathroom because I need to pee. And yeah, dude, there's like throughout the whole entire time I was like actually on phone calls trying to like coordinate everything because we're leaving to Vegas next week. So I'm always just doing stuff, and that's also like one of the things that people don't realize when it comes to like starting a business. Like, you have so much shit that you really don't have that much freedom like people think that they're gonna have. Like, you just don't. Like, you just run out of time, and sometimes doing a bunch of this stuff is like hectic and like crazy and stressful, and like being organized is actually a really good thing. Like, say for example, like trying to hire people, so I'm gonna like having them organized, have like 5 people that have submitted applications, and like they pass the phone interview majority of the time, and then I forget what their names are, I forget out their information. So like having a system in place to like collect that information is something that most people don't even know, or at least, you know, like don't even figure out altogether. So I'll say just starting business, there's like one time not knowing how to do things, not being organized, and like fuck, there's a lot that goes into it. So this is just kind of like my day on a Thursday of the ATM stuff. So we're going to Barnes and Noble to find a bathroom. I figured since I was in here, I might as well show you guys how I like buy books. I like love Barnes and Nobles. I try to come here like once a month, so I try to read a book a month. Normally, like the way I kind of read things is I don't really read self-improvement anymore because I'm kind of like over that kind of like situation of my journey in my life. So now I really read like business stuff or things that I need to learn. Like, my current book is just more like learning remodeling, just construction. But when I come here, I spend like a good amount of time just trying to find one book because, one, I buy it, so I'm gonna keep it for a really long time. I don't really resell my books, but I'll just walk around and then I just kind of like look at the titles. So any like, honestly, if it doesn't catch my attention with the cover, then I'm probably not even gonna buy it. So most of the time I'm buying like business books. That's really what I'm buying. I've read this one before, kind of like if I ask me. This one I've read. I've read a lot of these books. A lot of these books ends up being like almost the exact same thing. So I'm not gonna buy a book. I already just literally bought one like 2 weeks ago, and I'm still like reading it through. It's like a whole ass book about like construction. This is actually a really good book. I would recommend you guys read anything with economics, things like that. So, like I said, I'm not really gonna get a book, but I've read a lot of these freaking books already. Anyways, I just needed to kill time because the car is charging and we gotta go back. We got him!
What happened?
We found him.
Oh.
Nicolas Cage.
Finally, bro, I was waiting for an hour and 30 minutes in there. It's fine though.
How was everything, dude?
Bro, that trip was a trip.
I
was supposed to be back last week, but I lost my passport.
You lost your passport
Yeah.
in fucking Vietnam?
Mm-hmm.
How?
I don't know. It was in this bag, and next thing you know, it's not.
This fucking guy. So what happened? You had to go to like the embassy?
Mm-hmm. Well, my family knows people, so we just pay them and get it done really fast.
So then you just there an extra week or what?
Yeah. Did you just fucking break your windshield?
Yeah,
what the
that shit
fuck is going
fucking
on?
cracked in the corner, dude. I don't know. It fucking cracked the same way the Nissan did, actually.
Did you hit anything?
No. According to my friend, that actually happens when you fucking go through fucking the bumps, like really quickly and stuff.
Really?
So like that one, because my Nissan has the same exact same place, same exact same crack. So I don't know what
I
happened.
feel like something fell out and hit your car.
Or something like that too. So I
Is this a
really don't know.
lease?
So you could just take that into. Dude, I'm starving, so we're like stopping at Yard House for a quick bite to eat and actually catch up. I haven't seen Nick in like fucking. I think I haven't seen you in like 6 months, huh? Bro, it's been a long time since I've seen you. Bro, I don't count that as seeing. Alright, well, I'm starving. Yeah. So we are, 5:15 p.m. I dropped off Nick. We had dinner. And, dude, I've kind of messed up. You see, this is why I tell you, like, when it comes to, like, vaulting this amount of machines, time is really of the essence because of one factor that people don't think about, which is the time that the bank closes. This morning I was rushing, so I wasn't able to get my vaulting money. So I was missing about like fucking, over 10 grand in just vaulting money. Luckily, no machine is kind of like really urgent that I need to be here, but I'm very like diligent on my time. Like, say for example, right now I could have gone home and just kind of like gone home, but then I was like, okay, what am I gonna do at that time? I could have found something to do, but at the same time then I'm gonna have to come back tomorrow anyways. But the place that I'm at, right, has like a couple locations that I have to take care of today. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 locations. I could have taken care of them all at the same time tomorrow, but then I'm gonna spend even more time. So people don't think about time, but time is money, so you need to factor all these things in. So I'm like, hey, I gave my steps in, I might as well go fill out these locations. That way when I come back tomorrow, if I want to come back tomorrow, I can go ahead and fill these things out really quickly. I'm not spending as much time tomorrow. Also, another thing that's in my favor is, well, obviously, is the fact that 1, I had to get the money. 2, well, my locations that I have, the reasons why I love my locations is that they work with my schedule. Meaning, a lot of these stores that I have over here, they close really late. So one, it increases safety. So because the store closes late, meaning less chances of someone breaking in. Two, I can come at whatever time that I want. So I can work around it in my schedule. So it helps. But altogether, guys, like, this is kind of just part of the show. This is like the reality of like what my day-to-day looks like, at least my ATM day, you know. And look, there's some good things that go into it. I know I wrote out some like points that I was going to talk to you about, like in regards of like the reality of business stuff, which I kind of like really take into account. So let me finish up this whole route thing, and then I'll give you guys those top 6 in a little bit. Finally, we made it home. It is 6:49 p.m. I hate that it turns dark really late, but this is the end of the video, guys. I told you I'm going to start filming a little bit more. Kind of like this content. I think this is the best vlog so far. This is like my 3rd one. So let me know how you guys like it. Let me know what you guys want to see, what you change, things like that. But at the end of the video, I kind of like go over the main concept of the video in itself, which is basically like the reality of business, right? As you can see, a lot of it is boring. Some of it's not as exciting. So the hidden cost of entrepreneurship. So time cost, right? So like today, like I had to sacrifice a lot of my time. You sacrifice a lot of your time when it comes to starting a business. So I get up at like 6 a.m. and I'm home at 6 p.m. and I still got to do more paperwork stuff. So it's a non-stop going thing. Financial costs, like, dude, you have to invest money. Like, I wouldn't be where I'm at with my ATMs, being at 50 ATMs and doing all this other construction stuff without risking my money. And you just have to take risks sometimes. Mental costs, like, dude, it's fucking stressful. Driving all around today and having my first meal until like 3 o'clock was like, it's draining. And sometimes that's what happens, where like you just don't eat for a really long time and you kind of have to pay the price for it. There's a learning curve, obviously, making mistakes. So right now I've created like a system, like even these little things, right? Like these little things of seeing where the machines are at before the day you go out and vote. These are all little things you learn. But if I'm being honest with you, the best way that I've learned to deal with any of this stuff when it comes to like business and life is just literally throwing yourself in there and figuring it out as you go. You can only learn so much in the beginning. Like, you can only Google so much. If anything, you can only chat GPT so much at this point. The best way to learn, the best way to have it ingrained in your mind is to just do it. That's the best advice that I could possibly give you. Next point was the lonely road. As you saw, like, me and my best friend was in the car earlier today, so that was kind of cool. But majority of the time, this is me just driving and driving and driving. And I personally love to drive, which is why I love my career choices right now, because both of them involve driving so much. But when I'm driving out to Ventura and when I'm driving back, these are like 1 hour long drives, and I'm by myself. And sometimes I think to myself, it's the exact same like thoughts that go into like building a business. It's really lonely, dude. Like, this is a lonely ass chapter in my life. This is a lonely road where all you have to do is just work. No one really believes in you. You barely believe in yourself, and it's like, fuck, is this shit really gonna work? And you doubt yourself every day. And it's like, you kind of have to just get out of that mentally and kind of just really push through, because then you're kind of like, fuck, like, how am I really gonna do it, you know? So the best way to kind of get over it is to find like any friends that are kind of in the same journey as you, and it's gonna make things a little bit more easier. It is overwhelming, but you know, creating your habits, creating systems is kind of what gets you going there. And I guess the best advice that I can kind of give myself, or even like anyone that's trying to start out, is that, dude, it takes time. It takes time to get there, and it's gonna take time to build whatever it is that you're gonna build. And it's, you know, it's longer than what most people think it's gonna take. At the end of the day, it's still worth it. It it honestly feels like it's worth it to me personally, because I have control of my life. Like, say for example today, right? It's a prime example of the fact that, hey, yeah, I'm filling up my ATMs, but I'm able to pick up my friend at the LAX airport by moving things around. You know, you have more freedom and more control when you are your own boss, or when you are self-employed, or you know, you can have control of your schedule. So that wins over anything. So I don't mind the extra work that comes with doing whatever I want to do. It's just part of the gig. Um, Really, the end of the day, I guess the best advice for any aspiring entrepreneurs is going to be, you get so many freaking advice that you can do. Like right here, I have like 4 great advices, but I'm really just gonna give you one. Is that delayed gratification, dude? Like sometimes people see like, okay, I have a Tesla, okay, I have this amount of money, or this, I'm doing this well here and there, but people don't realize like this has been like years in the making, and the next couple plans that I have going on are going to be a couple more years, and it's just going to be like, dude, I sacrificed a lot to get here, and it's because I delay my gratification. Like, bro, I don't spend money on a bunch of dumb shit. I save a lot of my money and I invest all of my money back into ways of making more money, because I know eventually it starts to multiply, and it has multiplied, and it's gotten me here, and it's only going to multiply even more. So just be very, very patient, especially for my young followers, man. Like, if you guys are my age, like, dude, it's gonna take some time. Anyone that tells you like, hey, you're gonna get rich quick, things like that, like, it's not true. It's not gonna happen. Like, yes, there's some people, bro. It's like 1%. Like, you're not that special. You're not lucky. I'm not lucky. I'm not special. Once you get that through your head, you'll realize like, hey, you just gotta put your head down and work. So guys, if you guys are thinking about starting your own business, just realize that it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of hours that go into it, but if you really put your head into it, you can do it. So guys, if you guys like this video, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'm gonna be making more vlogs like this so you guys can see, and I'll just share real thoughts and real advice. Like I said, I'm just a sales guy selling construction services, and I have an ATM business, and I'm just living life the best way that I possibly can. I'll see you guys next time.